Hi, my name is Valeria Álvarez, and this is the soundtrack of my life. The first question is, why is music an important part of life? Music is an important part of life as it is a way of expressing our feelings or emotions. It's like we can consider music as a way to escape from our reality and our problems. It may help to release or change your mood. So I think that we have that music can change the world because music has the power to change people. Music is also an important part of our life because it has the ability to inspire us and make us reflect on a different situations. Tries his lyrics. Therefore, it becomes an element even of protest or change. The second question is, why is music important in my life? Music is very important in my life. In recent years, it has become an essential tool of my daily routine. I could even claim that music for me is everything. I discovered a universe that became my refuge. The music for me is an escape from the reality we face daily. I consider that music can transform my bad days into an instant of happiness. So, to begin with, what is a soundtrack like? It's a set of songs that represents a little part of my life. To be more specific, are 10 songs, which I decide to divide into 5 songs remind me of specific moments, and the other 5 songs that remind me of special people. Next, I will explain 5 songs that teleport to a specific moment in life and the feelings that I control with that music. So, sorry, one moment. That we have the All of Me, The Climb, Danza Kuduro, La Boda, and South of the Border. So, the first song is All of Me. Did you know that All of Me is dedicated to his wife, the model Christy Teigen? So, the singer is John Legend and is come out in 2004. I think I will hear it in 2017. On Christmas, one of my cousins showed it to me. So I remember this song because it was on what I danced with my dad in the walls of my 16, like in the forum. In 2021, I will prepare the choreography with these songs. This song makes me feel nostalgic because it reminds me of the moment that I danced my favorite song with my favorite people, who is my dad. And the song also makes me feel happy, excited, supportive, and protected. And I said earlier, this song is meaningful to me because it's remind me of an important moment of my life, which I share with people that I love a lot. The second song is The Climb. As a curious fact is that this song is not right to the movie, but the first time I heard it in the movie, the singer is Miley Cyrus. The year that came out is in 2009, and the first time I heard is in 2013. This song makes me feel nostalgic because it's remind me like a difficult time in my life where I feel with a lot of problems. This song is very meaningful because it's remind me where I had a mix of feelings, and these songs like The Climb become a tool of distraction for the reality that I live in this moment. And this song a lot with the old music in general become from this moment on a hell which in my life. The other song is Danza Kuduro, La mano arriba, cintura sola, da media vuelta. This is my favorite part of the song. The singer is Don Omar, and the year that the song came out is in 2010. The first time I heard was in 2011 in the radio in the summer. The song reminds me of a birthday party of a friend, and we are dancing and we are loud and did the performance of the song. I feel like very happy, energy, positive. I remember the tenderness of the moment. This song is meaningful because it showed me that the music is always going to improve like my memory, my moments, and it's going to be like allowed with that moment. Just listening to a little part of the song is transport me to that happiness. The number 4 song is La Boda. An important fact is the entire song is dedicated to his wife, sorry. And the first time I heard it was in 2018. The singer is Cosculluela, and the year the song came out is 2016. And this song, it reminds me of the March concert in these years because Cosculluela was present, and one of his main songs to open the show was La Boda. This song makes me feel nostalgic because it reminds me to my best friend, and I feel like a mixture of joy and happiness. And the lyrics of the songs makes me feel like tenderness and emotions for the story that the song it tells. It represents one of the best part of the concert, which I live and felt with all of my soul. So this is amazing. Finally, the number 5 is the South of the Border, and this is like the fun fact is like the singers are like assumes a character in the video clip. So Ed Sheeran is Teddy Fingers and Camila Cabello is represents as the butterfly. The singers are Camila Cabello, Ed Sheeran, and Cardi B. And the year that the songs came out is in 2019. I listened to it was in 2020, and the song reminds me of a trip I made, and I always want to know Mexico. When I could go, I was obsessed with this song, and during the whole trip, I was listening this song. I feel happy, excited, joyful. It transports me to a world trip and all the places that I mean while listening this song. This song is very, very meaningful to me because it transports me to an unforgettable moment that I always carry with me, a kind of a goal that I always want, and these songs could like accompany me. So it's amazing. Next, I will explain the 5 songs that reminds me of a special people in my life and their impact or relationships with the songs like I represents. So we have Obsesión, Seamless, La Vamos a Tumbar, Decisiones, y Tengo Fe. And Tengo Fe, sorry. The first song is Obsesión. To begin, I want to tell like the group that is Aventura. They emerged from nowhere. They don't have money, they don't have support of a major company, but they have a great success for the original and their talent. The group is Aventura, and the song that came out is in 2002. I heard these songs in 2017. One of my friends taught it to me because they know that one of my types of music favorites is like bachata. It was in December on his birthday. These songs reminds me my best friend of all my friends' birthdays because we always put on and remember the first time we heard it. These songs this song makes me feel happy. It changed my mood in a fast way. It makes me want to dance and repeat it over and over and over again. It's very meaningful to me because it is one of my favorite songs and I share it with my friend. It is also the first song I heard on this group on Aventura, and from that moment I start to catch my attention all his songs and I become an Aventura fan. The song number 2 is Seamless. My favorite part of this song is you and me together, stay on the world forever. I know all your secrets and promise I am gonna keep them. The singer is the beautiful Sabrina Carpenter. The second photo is my best friends because this song reminds me of her because it's our song. From the beginning, we think that these songs represent us. So these songs make me feel very safe and protected because it is what my best friend represents to me. It's made me feel calm and at the same time it made me very feel happy because it reminded me of her and me singing in every moment that we can. It's meaningful to me because it reflects our friendship and because we dedicate each together to each other, and it always represents something important to me. The third second is La Vamos a Tumbar. Did you know that El Violador Eres Tú, that goes viral for women and feminists, is the same composer Octavio Paneso, director of the group Saboreo? So this song, La Vamos a Tumbar, the singers are the Grupo Saboreo, and the year the song came out is in 2008. So this song reminds me of December 2019, the last December with my whole family before the pandemic. This song gives me a great mix of feelings. On one hand, it makes me happy because it reminds me of all holidays or birthdays with my family, but at the same time, it gives me a lot of feelings like sadness, melancholy, because it's the last time I could dance with an aunt who died in the pandemic. So this song is very meaningful to me because it's bringing me the memory of my aunt. It reminds me of the happiness, joy, and love that have her, and I want to live the life as she did. So it's special. The number four song is Decisiones. A curious fact is that the singer of this song, Rubén Blades, is also a lawyer by a profession. The song that they came out is in 1984. The first time I heard this song, it was in 2012 when I was around 7 years old. I listen constantly because it is one of my dad's favorite songs. I remains this song reminds me of my dad a lot of, makes me feel cheerful, reminds me of many moments next to my dad, makes me positive, excited, and the same nostalgic. It's meaningful to me because it's like reminds me of family moments where I was like I surrounded by people that I love very much and who makes me very very happy. And the finally, music is Tengo Fe. To begin with, I must like say that Faith, this picture, it's my favorite singer at the moment and is the new promise of Colombia reggaeton. And according to the several international articles, the year that the song came out is in 2021. The first time I heard this song was in 2021. It was the same day that the song came out. I was on the house and I listening to music for hours. This song reminds me of a friend who love faith as much as I do. This is the second picture. This is my friend. Her name is Anna. And this song makes me feel very happy, excited, joyful, wanting to dance, to scream at the top. This song is meaningful to me because it is one of my favorite songs of this artist that I love a lot of, because I have listened to it thousands of times, but thousand, and I still love it. It was the first time. And finally, we have like the reflections. Throughout the construction of this document and this video in general, I was able to reflect on different situations and aspects of like my life and the music and the relation. To begin, it reminds me of how I can relate music to specific moments or specific memories. Remembering the exact date or the people, I think part is incredible. I think that each song has an implicit feelings so great that it could affect our lives by greatly influencing who we are or what are we feeling in this moment. Also, when I choose the different songs, it was a difficult process because I think we really listen a lot of music in our daily life, and they can teleport us or represent someone or something, or just because the music like us. I feel that this process made me like very nostalgic, because many times in our daily routine or our daily occupations we forget or leave like in other side how important it's to remember what we once were or feel and how we feel in this moment. Finally, I believe that these exercises are very good way to help us to relate to each part of our environment, the music with our life, and have the ability to express the moments, what we feel, and what the meaning of something that seems so simple like a melody or a lyrics, and that becomes a whole feelings. So it's all through today. So thanks for listening, and bye bye.